Hello children and welcome to today's session. We are going to learn about clothes, our body protectors. We have already learned about food in our previous chapters. So we have learned how food helps us to stay strong. In this chapter, we are going to learn how clothes protect us, where we get our clothes from and how do we make clothes. So do you know about early man? Early man never used to wear any clothes. They used to wear bark of leaves. They used to wear animal skin. It was only when man started living in groups together that they started wearing clothes. How do the clothes help us? So the clothes have a variety of functions to perform. Some clothes help us to protect from the cold winter. Some clothes help us to protect from rain. Clothes also protect from the harsh sunlight. They protect us from germs and insects. So clothes are basically a covering of our body. Now these clothes are different from different occasions. They are different when they are worn by different people in different occupations. So we will learn about all this, but let us first understand about protective clothes. When it is cold, we wear woolen clothes. Woolen clothes help to keep our body warm. When it is hot, we wear cotton clothes. We wear cotton clothes in summers. They help us feel cool and comfortable. As you can see here in the picture, we can see both woolen clothes and summer clothes. So summer clothes basically absorb the sweat and they help us feel refreshed all the time, whereas woolen clothes are very thick and they help us to protect from the cold. In the rainy season, we wear gum boots, we wear a raincoat. This is to protect ourselves from getting wet. Different people in different professions wear different kinds of uniforms. As you can see, doctors and nurses always wear white clothes. Soldiers wear a patchy uniform on a green base. This is so that they can hide themselves amid the grass when they are out on the battlefield. An astronaut needs a specially designed space suit which helps him to breathe. And professions like postman, policeman, and for us going to school children, we all have different kinds of uniforms to wear. Clothes also vary according to the occasion. So you'll be wearing a different set of clothes when you're going to sleep at night. You'll be wearing a totally different set of clothes when you're going to a birthday party, and a completely different set of clothes when you are going to attend somebody's wedding. Sometimes we see that there is a lot of variety in the kind of headgear and footwear that people wear. This not only depends on age, this also depends on where you are going. So for example, if I am wearing heels to the party, I cannot wear those heels and climb up a hilly area. Similarly, a cap that I would wear on a beach, I cannot wear the same cap on a cold mountain area. So headwear and footwear also vary from place to place and person to person. Now let us understand about fiber, fabrics and cloth. First, let us understand how we obtain the fibers. So the fibers are of two types, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. The natural fibers are obtained from cotton, linen, wool and silk. So cotton is obtained from the cotton flower. Wool is obtained from the hair of animals like camel, yak, etc. And silk is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. Coming to the synthetic fibers like nylon, rayon, dacron and polyester. These are made by chemicals produced in the factories. Now once these fibers are ready, these fibers are together put into a fabric. Before we understand how fabric is made, let us understand the broad differences between the natural fibers and the synthetic fibers. As we can also read from the table, natural fibers absorb sweat. synthetic fibers do not absorb sweat. Natural fibers are less elastic, synthetic fibers are more elastic. Natural fibers do not last longer, synthetic fibers last longer. Natural fibers are less strong, synthetic fibers are more strong. Natural fibers take time to dry up. Synthetic fibers are very quick in drying up. Natural fibers always need ironing and synthetic fibers may or may not need ironing. Last, natural fibers do not catch fire easily and burn very slowly, whereas synthetic fibers catch fire very easily. Now let us understand the different ways in which the fiber is converted into fabric. This is done on handloom and power loom. So you must have heard about khadi. Khadi cloth is handloom cloth. It is woven together on a hand loom. The second type of cloth is called mill cloth. Mill cloth is woven on very strong power looms that produce cloth at a very fast speed. This cloth is cheaper than handloom cloth. Now, having studied so much about clothes, let us also understand why it is important to take care of your clothes. The way we understood why it is important to keep our food germ free, we have to understand that it is very important to keep our clothes also germ free. So we must wash our clothes properly. We must put them out for drying at all times. Whenever we are storing silk and woolen clothes, we must use mothballs or dried neem leaves to protect them from insects like moth and silverfish. Some clothes can be washed at home, whereas other clothes like silk and woolen clothes need special washing. So we must send them out for dry cleaning. Also, we have to remember that if we take care of our clothes very well, the clothes will have a longer life. So in this chapter, we have learned about clothes, which is a very important need of all human beings. We have also learned about how we obtain clothes, about handloom and power looms, and we have understood about taking care of our clothes. Thank you so much.